What jobs do we have to do today? Many jobs. There are always many jobs to do here every day. Okay. The light's not too great there. What have we been doing? We have been rebuilding this Ducati 916 that we are making into a matrix replica. You can see here, I don't know how to do it. Anyway, you can see here that we have painted it this lovely matrix green colour. That was very hard paint code to find, very difficult. Right now, we are just trying to seal the tank. The tank comes with this gasket, which has these rubber nipples on it, right? But you try and feed those rubber nipples through the tank without pulling them off with a set of pliers. We used some silicone spray. We used a pokey bit. We used the widest pliers we could find, and they just rip off and rip off and rip off and rip off. So that's a negative. So we are just going to silicone them on, stick them down, sandwich them in between. But I am currently going through all of the bolts. I'm finding these bolts here to stick the tank down. I'm guessing it's these bolts. This looks like some kind of a nub that the tank slides over. The fun bit on this bike is the fact that I didn't take this bike to bits. So me not taking it to bits is now the fun bit of me having to try and put it back together, because I've never taken one to bits before. So it's a fun first time for everything, but it's going to be nice once it's done. We've got nice yellow headlights on it. I really can't do this. Going here, we put some nice yellow headlights on it, which are going to look really nice with the green. We've got some, we've retrimmed the seat, it's all painted, so it's going to be beautiful. It's already the most beautiful motorbike of all time, but I think we're going to get it there. Where are you? Come back. I think we're going to get it really, really beautiful. But we have a lot of jobs to do. This is not our only job at present. Right now we have a BMW 528i Touring that had a head gasket gone. We've machined the head is over there, and then we really fucked up. While I was waiting for the valve collets to replace them, new valve collets, and it's for the head, the back window regulators weren't working, and I thought, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the back window regulators. So I reconnected the battery, put the ignition on, did the window, but then idiotically, when I went to, I let in from the passenger side, and I went to turn the key, I turned the engine on. And again, I didn't start this job. Somebody else took this car to pieces. I am now putting it back together. That person's no longer here. They had not put the flywheel lock pin in. The flywheel lock pin was sitting on the top of the wheel arch. Asked me how I found that. It took me like 3 days to find it because it's not in the kit. And I'm looking everywhere for it. And then after buying a new one from eBay, then I went back to the car and I saw it lying in the inner wing. But because that pin wasn't in, and because I'm an idiot, nobody else's fault but mine, because I turned the ignition, the chain spun, the engine spun, the chain turned, wrecked the valve guides, wrecked the chain guides, the plastic ones, and smashed up all of this inside of the timing cover. So that was fun. So that meant we had to take off all of the, this BMW is super easy to work on. So we've had to drop the subframe, pull the sump out. Now I'm waiting for a gasket for the sump, and then we can put that car finally back together. Where are you going? Look at me. Then we can put that car back together, which is currently on my to-do list. What else have we done this week? This week we got an old trials bike back together. I had a Gas 300 TXT that had been sitting here for years, and my girlfriend was like, what's that bike? I was like, oh, that's an old trials bike. She's like, can we have a go? I was like, yes, we can. So I'd had some problems before that it just sat for ages. So I pulled the carb out, cleaned it all up, and for a gas, it actually kicked almost straight away, first time after I cleaned the carb out. So turns out I'm not a total idiot. Can do things sometimes. So because of that super motivation I had from fixing that gas, I was like, wow, that Ducati's been sitting for a year, stripped down, waiting for the plastics to go back on. Because the person that took it to bits, another vanisher. Well, I'm a vanisher, but he's also vanished. So I think he's unwell or something. He was sick. So luckily the bike is here, so I'm just working out how to put it back together. But we seem to have some missing bits and bolts and things, of course we do. So I'm just going through just now, making out a list of what needs to be done. I tell you what, Trial World in Spain, where did that come from? Calle Berlin, Madrid. We live in Mallorca, nothing comes here quickly, right? But that came here in like a day. When did I order that? Yesterday, and it's already here. But it's for a trial bike. New grips, new levers, and some stickers. Very nice. There are a million projects in this garage that we're going to get to, that we're going to be chipping away at slowly. If you're here, you should not be here to learn anything, right? You should be here to watch one man struggle with a mountain of projects. None of them are abandoned. Abandoned's the wrong word, but they are all at a stage where they need finishing, and we don't have the people that were here before are gone. This is just me on my own, and I'm going to work my way through them. It's why are we called garage therapy, right? No, not garage therapy, mechanical therapy. Why is the channel called mechanical therapy? Because that is what this is now. This is just me taking my time, smashing my way through all of our projects that need to be done slowly and taking our time and just like Zen meditation, you know, because actually there's nothing more relaxing than working in the garage when you're working at your own time and at your own pace. nobody's on at you like, I've been fucking looking. I've been all around the workshop the last 2 days. Why do we have no WD-40? Why do we have no WD-40? We always have WD-40. There's been a can sitting behind me for a year. Fuck knows. Anyway, we've got some WD-40. That's a good start to the day. So let's start making lists.